Today we will start our seventh lesson, that is the lenses. In this chapter we will study these points: lenses, what are the sign conventions, ray diagram of refracted light, working of human eye and lens, and defects of vision and their correction, and the uses of the lenses. Before starting the lesson, we will see what is the lens and what are the types of the lens. You can see the spherical mirror in diagram 7.1. Lens are where are the lenses used? You know that lenses used by old persons for reading. They are also embedded in the front door of the house, and the lens which is watch make attaches to his eye. These are the uses of lenses. Lenses are also used as the spectacles. They are also used in the telescope, as you have learnt in the previous standard. Thus, a lens is a transparent medium bound by the two surfaces, and the lens which have two spherical surfaces which are puffed up outwards are called as the convex or double convex lens, and the lens is thicker near the center and as compared to the edge. Means the double convex lens, it has the two surfaces and it is thicker at the middle, while it is the less thicker at the edges. It is puffed up outwards, so it is called as the convex or double convex lens. The lens with both surfaces spherical on the inside are called as the concave or double concave lens, and this lens is thinner at the center but it is thicker at its edges. You can see the type of lenses in diagram 7.2. These are the 6 type of lenses: biconvex lens, plano-convex, positive meniscus, biconcave, plano-concave, and negative meniscus. You can see what is the difference in between them. Different kinds of lenses are shown in this diagram. A ray of light gets refracted twice while passing through the lens, because the lens have the two surfaces, so there is a double refraction, once while entering the lens and once while emerging from the lens, and the direction of the ray changes because of these refractions, and both the surface of the most lenses are parts of a sphere. If we complete its surface, it forms a sphere or a circle, so it is a part of the sphere. You can see cross section of convex and concave lens in the diagram shown in the 7.3. Now you will have to see some basic concepts which are used in the lens. First is the center of curvature. It is shown by the capital letter C. The centers of spheres whose parts form surface of the lenses are called as the centers of the curvature of the lenses. A lens with both surfaces spherical has two centers of curvature, that is the C1 and C2. Next part is the radius of curvature. It is shown by the capital R letter. The radii of the spheres whose parts forms the surface of the lens is called as the radii of the curvature of the lens, and it is shown by the R1 and R2. Next is the principal axis. The imaginary line passing through both the center of curvature is called as the principal axis of the lens. Next is the optical center. It is shown by the letter capital O. Optical center is the point inside a lens on the principal axis through which light rays pass without changing their path is called as the optical center of the lens. You can see these concepts in the diagram 7.4. It is shown by the letter O. Rays P1 Q1 and P2 Q2 passing through O are going along a straight line. Thus O is the optical center of the lens. Next is the principal focus. It is shown by the letter capital F. When light rays parallel to the principal axis are incident on the convex lens, they converge to a point on the principal axis. This point is called as the principal focus of the lens, as shown in the figure. Here F1 and F2. These are the two principal foci of the convex lens. Light rays parallel to the principal axis falling on a convex lens come together, that is get focused at a point on the principal axis. So this type of lens is called as a converging lens. And rays traveling through the parallel to the principal axis of the concave lens diverge after refraction in such a way that they appear to be coming out from a point on the principal axis. This point is called as the principal focus of the concave lens, and it is shown by the F1 and F2 are the principal foci of the concave lens. Light rays parallel to the principal axis after falling over concave lens go away from one another, that is divergent after refraction. So this type of lens is called as the divergent lens. Next point is the focal length. It is shown by the small f. The distance between the optical center and the principal focus of a lens is called as the focal length. You can see all this concept in the diagram 7.5, that what is principal focus, it is shown in the diagram. Now we have to do one experiment. Material used for the experiment is the convex lens, screen, meter scale, stand for the lens. You have to obtain image of a object which is at a far distance from us on the screen, and we have to measure the distance between the stand and the screen and compare it. What is the distance between the lens and the screen called? It is called as the focal length. That is the distance between optical center and the principal focus of the lens. It is calculated in this experiment. The image of a distance object is obtained close to the focus on the lens. Hence, the above distance is the focal length of the lens. Now we have to study the rules. They are used in the ray diagram for refraction. These rules are we have studied in the spherical mirrors. They are also followed in this type also. Image formed by the convex lens. This is our next point. One can use following three rules to draw a ray diagram of images obtained by the convex lenses. First is when the incident ray is parallel to the principal axis, the refracted ray passes through the principal focus. You can see it in the diagram. When the the incident ray is parallel to the principal axis, after refraction it goes through the principal focus. Next rule is when the incident ray passes through the principal focus, after refraction it is parallel to the principal axis. And last rule is when the incident ray passes through the optical center of the lens, it passes without changing its direction. Thus today we studied what are the lenses, where lenses are used, and different concepts used in the lens, and the rules that are followed while drawing a ray diagram. Now you have to read all these points, and you have to write the different concepts in your notebook, and also the rules which are followed in the ray diagram. Here we will stop today. Thank you.